Hello, I'm Mystic Cassandria. This is a continuation of our last video where this illustration was shown to you, this handprint, and we just went over what's there that we were going to talk about. On this side, I have given you a summary of the answers so you can follow along. All right, first we take the hand shape. We measure the hand and compare that measurement with the fingers. Turns out that this is an air sign. Air signs have strong, clear lines. Yes, they're strong and they are very clear. There's no doubt that these are lines, okay? And in summary, these people seek stimulating lives and they love variety, okay? And it's already listed up here that it is a plain palm because there are fewer lines. So we've got that part straight. Let's check the quality of the lines. All right, when you look at the lines, you may not be able to see any discrepancies. That's because the lines are well defined, but they do have issues. Issues such as stress and disappointments. We see that a lot here. And this is normal. When you're allowing your emotions to be shared with others and you're just learning how it's done, you make mistakes, or you can think of it as an experience that it was necessary to go through. We all go through that, okay? So we leave that and let's go into the space between the lines. The space between the lines. Now this looks fairly average, but this is what we're noticing here. This is a wide gap or a space. And when we have this much space between the headline and the lifeline, this indicates independence, and independence from an early age here. Back here is like you're just born. And all of this, and it's almost as though they continued their former life and came in as an independent thinker. And another way we can look at this, they may have been away from the family. Usually we see that too. Somehow there's a disconnect with the family, the mother and the father, or whoever the nurturers are. Okay, let's go on to the next one. Let's take a look at that thumb. All right, this is a large thumb, definitely. And it is long. So if we could swing this around, we'd almost be at this point. And that's the mark of a leader, a person who likes to take charge. Likes to take charge. Even though this finger is not standing taller than this, they're pretty much the same length. So there's a lot of balance in this hand, okay? And the thumb appears flexible because there seems to be a little dip here, a little curve. So we have a flexible person. When you have a flexible thumb, that means you have a flexible mind. You're open to many things, all right? Now let's take a look at the thumb ball, called the Venus Mount or the Mount of Venus. It's full, and it appears, just by looking at it, appears full and firm. It doesn't appear to be collapsed at all. It's firm. So we'll go with that. Let's go on to the fingerprints. Fingerprints, starting with the thumb. It is composite. Now this implies a stubborn character. Someone not easily sidetracked. Opposition means nothing to them. Once these people start something, nothing is allowed to get in their way. Quite materialistic, but with excellent taste. And the thumb is like the finger, or we think of these as fingers, but this is a finger too. And that it likes to take charge because being so long, it's the mark of a leader. And having a composite there, oh my goodness, They're quite materialistic, but with excellent taste. Interesting. All right, let's go on to the index finger. This is a tinted arch. Now, this is a rare sign, but when you see it, you usually see it on this finger, index finger. The key phrase of the tinted arch is contagious enthusiasm, making those who have it able to inspire others. It is usually found, as I said, on the index finger. All right, let's take a look at the middle finger. This is the common loop, also called the ulnar loop. When it's on the middle finger, it's usually on the index finger. But on this finger, the person seeks practicality in any philosophy. They're pragmatic about vocation and bases their thinking on past values. Okay, let's take the ring finger. The ring finger, being an outgoing person, because that is how the public sees you, tends to go with the flow and usually with success, especially if there is a sun line, and this appears to be a sun line here. So this, if we knew the name, we might be surprised. It's a famous person. Okay, let's go with the little finger, meaning they're receptive and impressionable, because this is communication of all kinds. So being open and impressionable, and it has that kind of effect on them. So I could say in summary that there's a lot going for this palm, the person with this palm. And let's take the last one, the Palmer pattern. Palmer pattern. They are found on the palm. So I looked carefully, and here we have this right here. That's the vanity loop. It starts here and goes over here, but the bulk of it seems to be on this mount. So that happens. So this too is rare. And I just told you, located between the middle finger and the ring finger. It has two meanings, not just one, but two. One meaning is a person who is excessively preoccupied with their appearance. And two, the other meaning is one who tends to be overly sensitive to criticism. So in a way, there's some similarity there, just a little, but it's there. And finally, let's talk a little bit about this line. This is the fate line. Here we have the fate line, where the person, in fact, it's there in pieces, section, like trying this, trying that. It's almost as though lack of patience or really not into it, because it's constantly in and out, stopping. So in summary, we could say for the fate line, shows indecision. Can't make up their mind or just not interested. It's one of those things. But this is not uncommon. Many times we'll see a hand with just fragments of the fate line, or maybe no fate line at all. So it's certainly not unusual. Okay, we've come to the end. I hope you like this, and give a thumbs up, share, and of course subscribe. And until next time, next week, be happy, love yourself, love and light. Bye.